Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you from Eugene, Oregon, here in the valley in our RV. I was back over here to get some errands done, and I popped into Costco, and I cannot believe how much I spent. Here is the receipt. I just went in there to pick up some contacts that I had ordered and pick up some convenience items for my husband. I didn't expect to film. I didn't bring any of my filming equipment, so this is just a quick pop in. So I thought I would just show you what I got and what we're looking at for prices. Some of them are pretty high. Just crazy how things have gone up. Anyway, I ended up with this huge haul, and I thought I would share it with you just to kind of see what prices are here in March of 2026 in Eugene, Oregon. All right, so I got things set up here. Let me find my receipt. Also, don't mind this. We have had a very wet winter, and we have a leak situation that we're dealing with. So we got a heater and a dehumidifier rocking. But the things that you won't see, and I didn't want to haul them in here, was I bought a 100-foot hose, contractor hose, which was $27.99. Now that we have acreage again, we needed a big hose. And then Blue Def diesel exhaust fluid. It's out in the car. And then we have a 35 pack of Diet Coke. In Oregon, we do have deposit. And then, oh, I had bought water. Where is it at? I think it was on the bottom. Oh, alkaline water right here. So I bought a case of water at $9.99, and then there's that $1.80 deposit. So yes, these top 4 items are still in my vehicle. And then we'll go ahead and go down with the grass-fed beef. It was $32.79, which comes out to $6 and something. It's 5 pounds. $6 and something a pound, which is not bad for 100% grass-fed patties. And then this was a new product that I've never seen anyone talk about before. So I don't know how long it's been on the shelves in Costco, but it is organic chicken breakfast sausage links from Butcher Block. And I did see somewhere where Butcher Box was now at Target. I was going to go there and check it out, but pretty clean ingredients there. We're looking at 11 grams of protein for 3 links. So pretty excited to try those. Let me know if you've tried them and what you think. And then those were, let's see, $14.69 for 32 ounces. So it feels like quite a few links in there. It says 15 per serving, 3 links a serving, 15 servings. The next thing I got that was also new to our Costco, I think a long time ago we had the wild blueberries, but I haven't seen them there in a while. And I went ahead and got this. It's 5 pounds. I like to use blueberries in my dog food also. And that was $12.99 for 5 pounds of wild blueberries. And then I went ahead and got chicken fillets. This is the Kirkland version of the Bear brand. And it's just the whole breast fillets. And that was $13.99. And then, like I was saying, I'm just trying to get some more convenient, healthier type items for my husband for work meals. I grabbed him these, what are these? Beef sticks. I don't know much about this brand. It seemed like, it seemed all right. 100 calories, 9 grams of protein per stick. And those were $15.49. Next, I grabbed some immune shots. These are hit and miss. When I went to the Bend one, they didn't have them. They did have them in stock here, and these were $15.39, but they're $4.50 off. Right there, you can see that. And it's just that season that these are extra good to get in your system, especially later this week. I'm going to visit my grandmother that's 97, and she's in a retirement home, and I feel like there's always illness at those places. So next I got these Kevin's. This is, to me, this is our fast food. We don't eat out, rarely ever, and these were on sale, so I went ahead and picked them up. The chicken, Hawaiian style chicken, was $14.99. It was $3 off of that. And then the Korean barbecue steak was $19.79, but it was $5 off of that. And these are both 2 pounds each of meat. And these are great just to throw with some rice and some frozen veggies, and you have a quick, like it says, ready in 5-minute meal. So those are good. And then I needed butter, so I went ahead and got my favorite grass-fed butter. Sorry, there's a glare there. Again, the butter seems to be going up. This used to be $9.99, but it is now up to $13.99. So there's that. And then coffee. Coffee is a huge price increase. I just feel like it keeps going up, but I will only buy organic coffee. It's just my preference. I like the San Francisco Bay. That's what we have here locally to choose from when it comes to organic whole beans. I like to purchase whole beans. And that was $25.89 right there. And that's for 3 pounds. So that is a big expense. I mean, right below the meat there. And let's see, I got some organic strawberries. They looked nice and yummy. And those were, I think, $8.79. And then I got, what else did I get here? What is this? 4 pounds of, Honeycrisp apples. I said 4 pounds of honey. I'm like, what the heck? So I went ahead and grabbed some Honeycrisp apples. That was $10.99 for this bag of apples, which I think is a great price. And then I went ahead and grabbed kiwis. I love kiwis. The green kiwis were $9.99, but I grabbed these. They're called red kiwis, and they were $7.99. Anyone tried red kiwis before? It should be interesting. So, let's see. And then I got cheese. If you saw my last video, I just shredded a bunch of cheese, but I used up all the sliced. And this was cheaper per pound than buying this pre-sliced. So I just went ahead and saved a few bucks by going with this. This is $9.39 for the Tillamook 2.5 pound block. Let's see. Next, I got the Kettle and Fire bone broth. It had a Star of Death by it. I'm so sad because it's a good brand. I do prefer to make my own chicken broth from scratch and can it. You've probably seen those videos, but I don't do beef. So, and I use it for some particular recipes. So I just went ahead and picked this up. It is a 6-pack of 16.9 ounces, and that was $21.59. So I hadn't planned on buying this, but since it had the Star of Death by it, it was going out of Costco. I wanted to grab one for my shelves. Let's see, next I went ahead and grabbed some dog treats. I do plan on making some dog treats from my sourdough starter. I found a few recipes to use your discard, and I'm going to do that, but right now it's not on my to-do docket in the next week or so. So I went ahead and got these because they were on sale. They were $15.99 and they were $5 off. So then I went ahead and picked up some Jet Dry Rinse Aid. We now are where we have hard water again. So I like to use this. It was $12.99 and it was $4 off of that. And then I got some chicken chili. I was just looking. I don't see where the organic tortilla chips were. I don't see. Oh, there they are. They're at the bottom. I thought maybe I didn't get charged. I went ahead and got this chicken chili. I had canned my own, but I am now out, so it's on my to-do list at one point in this sometime future. I got this white chicken chili. It's an 8-pack, so I'm interested to see how it tastes. I love white bean chicken chili, especially over corn chips. I was looking for the, coming in close here. Okay. It looked like it had decent ingredients. You can see that right there. It has, in a container, 20 grams of protein. And there are your macros right there. So I think my husband will like these. And that was $17.99 for an 18-pack. And then lastly, almost lastly, is this was on sale. This is my favorite, my husband's favorite soap. I don't use it. I don't like it, but it was $11.99 and it was $2.50 off. So that was on sale. And then I grabbed some paper plates. They were on sale. They were the 8.5 inch, $19.99, and they were $4 off. So a lot of the stuff, I bought a lot of stuff that was on sale. I think that's kind of why I added up, because it was things that maybe I would have not normally purchased, but it was on sale. And then, of course, our favorite Costco organic chips for tortillas, and they were $6.59. And I feel like these used to be like $4.99. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making this all up in my head. But tell me below, have you seen an increase in your grocery prices? Also, super excited about the Butcher Box that I'm going to try those out. It is now pouring again outside. But that's it for today. Thanks for stopping in for this quick, unexpected, expensive Costco grocery haul. I hope you're all well and blessed, and I'll see you next video. Take care. Bye.